Spectrum.
Alert!
Spectrum.
Alert, class! Do you believe in a flying spaghetti monster too, Bubblehead?
Hello and welcome to episode 7 of The Spectrum. Today we're joined by me, Darren.
Me, Russian.
Me, Adi.
I'm Issa.
And Mustafa.
And unfortunately today Ali is absent. No idea why. Definitely not because we have an NEA deadline due tomorrow. But nonetheless, we'll go on. What have you guys been doing over the past week or two?
Was it a week ago we finished our mocks. And then on the weekend I watched Batman.
Yeah.
An amazing movie. And then we had Q7s on Sunday.
All of the hype around Batman, I don't understand.
Probably the cast, I think, for a big part.
Who's your favourite?
Who's my favourite? What's her name?
can't
Zoe
just-
Kravitz.
yeah.
I think.
Not Batman himself.
No, he was amazing as well. But yeah, Zoe Kravitz, I feel like she brought kind of an element of mystique to Batman that we'd never seen. She played Catwoman. And yeah, this kind of general she was just different, isn't it? She changed up the game. You
Is
feel
she
me?
usually in it? Or like Catwoman as a
No, it's
character?
her first time.
Oh, okay, first time.
Yeah, and it's kind of a reboot of the whole Batman.
So like for me, like I didn't really like see her as Zoe Kravitz. Like normally I call her Bella because like it's
Oh,
Bella
yeah.
Kravitz. Yes. So just I'm seeing my best friend on TV.
yeah.
So yeah, I really enjoyed the Batman.
Yeah, I remember when she came on the screen, you kind of let out a bit of an exclamation.
A moan, if you might.
Oh, fair enough.
but like a friendly moan.
Oh,
like
okay.
as friends.
Oh,
Yeah.
fair enough.
There was some controversy with Robert Pattinson having eyeliner in a lot of the scenes, I remember, before watching the movie.
Why?
It was like, oh, they're making him into a woman now, the woke 2022.
No, it wasn't eyeliner. It was like part of the costume.
Exactly.
Yeah. So remember he had eyeliner. Remember it was like
No, it wasn't.
top.
No, it was just like a black stain.
yeah.
over
Guy
his
Liner,
eyes.
you know, first time I encountered Guy Liner was Greg Heffy's brother,
Oh, Roderick.
Roderick.
Oh yeah.
That's when I was first made aware of it.
A lot of people find Roderick.
Yeah, he's a sexual awakening for many people.
Is he?
Yeah. I don't see it.
For me at least he was.
Was Batman a good movie though?
Yeah, I genuinely think it's like the best comic book
Okay.
movie.
That's
Even
Spider-Man.
100%. So even Darren said
Okay,
that.
So I believe that Batman. Okay, comparing Batman to No Way Home because there's No Way Home. Yeah, No Way Home. Because those are two like recent big comic book movies. Batman was by far a better movie. It had 3 hours to play with, and the whole plot, and it looks beautiful. Like the cinematography was great.
Yeah.
But that being said, I still enjoyed the No Way Home experience more because in like British cinemas, you never hear people like cheering and clapping when people come, except for Adi, of course. When he,
Adi, you're going to town.
Do you do that at every movie?
no, just this movie.
Just for,
And
so
also-
for your friends.
No. Also, I did at Spider-Man No Way Home as well, but that was like because I saw Ned's mother.
Oh yeah.
So, like, she was another of my best friends.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe.
it's unfortunate this is an audio podcast because Adi is currently trying to eat jelly without a spoon.
Using his tongue. See, you seem quite skillful at it.
Yeah, because like Zoe Kravitz who taught me.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm going to town with this. Isn't he finished?
Yeah, I feel you.
But yeah, I actually have an argument to make. I don't think that the best. Do you think the best movie is Batman
Of all time?
Of all time. What do you think it is?
Oh, there's so many good
It's got to be something I haven't watched, like Shawshank Redemption.
I haven't
that you've watched. Have you not watched Shawshank Redemption?
I've watched it.
You haven't watched it?
Yeah, I watched like the first 1 minute.
I only know it from music.
Shutter
Yeah,
Island is
music, we saw
really good.
clips.
Adi said what the Kung Fu Panda trilogy.
Kung Fu Panda
fair,
trilogy is the
that's
best
a good
trilogy.
shout.
Yeah,
Kung Fu Panda 2 is underrated.
No, but I would rather sit down and watch Batman
yeah,
than watch
that's
Kung
very
Fu
true.
Panda.
and it goes 1, 2, 3 in order of the ranking.
Yeah, and there's no like the story of Poe. It's just
Yeah.
Does it resonate with you?
They're making a series with him.
Yeah.
Kung Fu Panda.
Yeah, but the way that's written, and then
Yeah.
the way the other animals come in, and then the whooshy thing, the way
Yeah,
oh
the
my.
whooshy finger, and then the Tai Lung, there's prison escape
Yeah,
scene. Oh
yeah.
my!
That was a good scene. My favorite movie is probably Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, the one that animated one that was
Miles Morales.
yeah.
Oh, no, apparently for Miles Morales in like the MCU is going to be Jaden Smith.
Are you sure that's real?
Yeah, no, for real.
Oh, really?
Who's your source?
Oh,
Yeah,
speaking about James
Trust me,
Smith,
bro. Trust
yeah.
me, bro.
do you like which Karate Kid do you like more? Jaden Smith's one or the original?
Is that even a question?
I like Jaden Smith's one. A bit more.
Yeah,
I'm not
same.
gonna lie. Because
No,
I don't remember.
I like
the
Jaden
one.
Smith's one.
The original, who's seen the original one?
Move.
You have to respect the
one is
original.
quite good, yeah.
No, I like Jaden Smith one. Only the reason why, because everyone in that film was so cool.
No, do you know, I prefer the Jaden Smith one because of the female counterpart.
Oh, okay. Respect.
I feel like that carved my childhood in a certain way.
I think the original, the fact that also leads on to Cobra Kai was really cool. Like, I wasn't watching the original. You haven't watched
Cobra Kai was mid.
Cobra Kai, the
Mid.
new season, so cringe.
I haven't
So
watched it
mid.
yet. I don't
Yeah,
know
I
if I
found
want
the
to.
concept of it just kind of.
I wanted
Yeah.
to watch it, but then it was on YouTube original. That's like the first big thing that was on YouTube.
Yeah.
So the one you had to pay for. So
Yeah.
like, it wasn't really a bit of me.
I know. It was on Netflix, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, now it's on Netflix.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Favorite TV show?
Oh.
The Brooklyn Nine.
I have two answers.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Yeah, okay.
I got
That's a bit of a
valid.
staple. It's
That's
like a
valid.
staple franchise, and they're ending it now, which is when they should end.
Mine's Game of Thrones.
I haven't watched it.
I've started it.
It's beautiful.
I watched Prison Break. Prison Break's really good. But after a while, it does get kind of like.
For Brooklyn Nine-Nine, I started it when I got tested positive for COVID, and then I stopped watching it the second I got out of lockdown. I got to like season 4 or 5 to be fair, so I was
you got
grinding.
through the good.
So, wait, so was it good or was it good?
It was
experience?
good, but apparently it fell off and then gets good at the end again. So I'm gonna leave it.
I think it was good the whole way through. I really enjoyed it.
I know you're a big fan of Euphoria.
No, I'm okay.
What's that about?
What's your favorite part?
I just like Euphoria because I support another of my best friends.
Yeah.
Zendaya.
Oh, okay.
So that's the only reason
So
why I
you
enjoyed it.
just want to stay informed of what's
Exactly,
happening.
exactly.
Oh,
I just
yeah.
want to see my friends
Yeah.
win.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
The Witch is really good as well.
Witcher.
The Witcher.
Ooh,
I started it.
Yeah.
I started also like the animated counterpart. to
Oh,
it.
that's.
I'm midway through season 2 of it. I just don't get it. There's no storyline to it.
There
properly.
is.
I don't get it.
Kind of.
Game of
the
Thrones
fact
is so
is-
much better.
Yeah,
Really?
it
I
fell
know.
off at the end. Everyone says it fell off.
Oh, season 8 Game of Thrones.
This is
The
not
worst ending of any show possible.
And you still say it's the best
I
show.
regret that.
No, it's still the best show. Like,
Maybe
first,
maybe that's a marketing technique.
I watched.
Yeah.
I think I watched all 8 seasons in 5 weeks. I like
Oh.
10 episodes of an hour.
What was the BBC police one that?
Oh,
everybody
Bodyguards.
No, Line of Duty.
Yeah, Line of that was good. That was quite good.
I know. I think I watched like one season of it. I enjoyed it, but it's like really like a generic. Do you know what I mean? It's really generic.
What about Jamie Johnson?
That's a banger to be fair.
Yeah. No, with the Game of Thrones, I
Oh, I saw.
I've
Do you
seen
know
some-
the girl in Jamie Johnson?
What?
She
Oh, yeah.
I've seen her like multiple times.
Oh,
Just,
Jack.
out and about. Yeah.
Jack, oh, that's one of your friends.
Yeah, one of
Oh,
my friends.
okay.
Yeah.
I bet if Ali would say he'd say Peaky Blinders.
Oh, Peaky Blinders.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it.
I don't get the hype.
I like
I'm
the
sorry.
like.
It's
aesthetic
okay.
of
Like,
it.
just mid. Like,
It's not.
Okay, the easy take is Invincible.
Oh
The
yeah,
first
that's
season
it.
was
That's
good.
it.
No, but okay, it's really good, but I wouldn't say it's the best. Okay?
Yeah, yeah.
I wouldn't say it's the best.
I'd also put Avatar: Last Airbender there. It's a classic, and it's like before our time, just about. But
Yeah.
Oh no,
I
I've
rewatched
got
in
one.
lockdown.
Is that
Pokemon
anime?
Indigo League.
Oh,
Which
yeah,
one is
I
that
used
one?
to
It's
watch
like
The
Pokemon.
first one. That's the
Oh, the
first
first
one.
one.
That's where it all started.
With Ash.
When Ash was the
Big
little
Ash.
boy.
Oh, okay.
He's still a little boy. He doesn't age.
Yeah, it doesn't age.
Oh,
no, he
You
doesn't.
know what
He
ended?
doesn't.
Arthur ended after 20
Oh,
years.
yeah.
Oh,
I saw it.
And
too.
basically, the way they ended it, right? So now Arthur's he's like 16, and then he's like an author or something, or like he writes books, and then he's showing his mum the book he made, and then it's like and then he's like the first story he does in his book is when he got his first pair of glasses, which is like a reference to season 1, episode 1, and then
That's a good way to end.
they
That's
end
good.
the whole thing.
That's a good way to end it. I didn't really watch Arthur.
I don't watch it.
I think I just saw it on TV and I just watched an episode.
What was your favorite TV shows as kids?
Mr. Bean.
Mr.
Bean.
Bean.
I'm
Bean.
a Ben 10 stan man. Ben 10.
Ben 10,
No, not
I used to watch lots of Disney and Nickelodeon.
How young are we talking there?
No, Mr. Bean
How-
from day one.
I used to watch
The
Ben
animated
10
one,
from
of
like
course.
4 years old to like maybe 6, 7.
Okay. I don't remember what I watched. I remember I used to be obsessed with Moshi Monsters.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I remember the game.
Moshi
I like
Monsters
it.
are Club Penguins.
You could buy the Moshi Monsters gold card at Argos. as well.
I think I used to like Johnny 10.
2010.
What's that?
What's
Johnny
that?
Ben.
Johnny
Ben
10.
10.
No,
that's-
Johnny
that's what I
Test.
said.
Johnny Test.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
2010. Maybe I didn't like it that much. No,
Two
it was
twin
decent.
sisters.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
What about Power Rangers?
No.
Oh yeah,
Never been.
I
that.
love Power
was very
Rangers.
good. Power Rangers
Well,
was-
that was the best collab ever when all the Power Rangers
Yeah, I
came.
remember that. Yeah, I remember that.
And
Was
it'd
sick.
be the big machine as well.
I swear they did it like
That was
10
like-
million times though.
That was like the OG Endgame.
Okay.
No, I never watched Power Rangers. For me, it was what was it? It's like my parents are aliens.
Oh yeah, that was very good.
I
Yeah.
really enjoyed that.
That was the CBBC. Was it
Yeah,
CBBC?
yeah.
They had two versions of it. There was like the old one
Yeah,
and
yeah,
the
yeah.
new one.
CITV.
No,
Yeah,
do you remember Mel?
Yeah, there's CBBC, CITV, and then like CBBC.
Cartoon Network.
Yeah, I never watched. No,
Oh, yeah.
I
I
was
was
just.
just
on
CBBC and
Cartoon Network.
CITV.
Yeah, yeah.
There's
I
two
was-
British
yeah.
ones.
And the biggest change in my life was when they switched the channels. I remember CBBC used to be on like, I think 180 or like no, and then it changed to 70, and that destroyed me.
What about Numberjacks? Anyone remember that?
Yeah,
Ooh.
I remember
Yeah,
the
different monsters.
the alphabet version of it.
Alpha Blocks.
Yeah, that was sick as well.
Nah, Nina and the Neurons.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that
Yeah.
was hard in primary school.
Yeah.
What about Cartoon Network's pretty good. Adventure Time. I'm rewatching it now.
No, I like.
You disrespect Adventure Time.
No, it is sick.
Was
It's
it
good.
I swear
Jake
to Tyler the
Duggan?
Creator.
Finn the Human.
Finn-
Like,
Oh no, I don't like Adventure Time.
No, I don't. No,
I like regular show.
Regular show.
but Amazing World
No,
of Gumball.
the
That was
plot
good.
the plot line for regular show is so random.
It's like, okay, start off the episode like.
Which one's the
doing-
regular show?
They're like the two like
With
Mordecai.
Mordecai
yeah,
and Woodby.
It's like a
Oh,
raccoon
yeah, yeah.
and like a what is it? What,
The
what's-
blue.
Yeah,
Uh,
what was he? What is he?
I don't know, but you
It's a
also see on
bird.
TikTok the Man is the Pony, and that. Do you not know this? Can we pretend like airplane? I gotta show you this
I've
later.
not seen the regular.
Did you guys watch Lab Rats?
Lab
I
Rats.
remember,
yeah,
yeah,
I
I
remember.
remember.
And they like merged with Mighty Med at the end or something, and that was
Yeah.
the coolest thing.
Mighty Med was good as well.
What's that?
Mighty Med was
It's like a superhero hospital.
yeah, it was pretty good.
Oh, that sounds kind of cool.
The plot twist at the end was.
Do you know what's? Do you guys ever watch Robot Wars? It was like one of those
Oh.
things. It would just be on like
It'd be on
Dave.
for the whole
on
day.
Dave. On
Yeah.
Dave. Yeah, you'd switch on Dave.
I used to watch Top Gear on Dave.
I've never
watched
been
Top
into
Gear.
like
Top Gear's
cars.
quite good.
Robot Wars. Is that literally where they get like the massive robots and put them in a cage and
Yeah,
fight?
yeah. It's like it was like a 80s or like 90s sort of
Yeah.
thing.
I think the company that did Robot Wars is affiliated with Vex. So.
Oh, is
That's
it?
something. So sometimes,
see why.
yeah, when you like win the competition, sometimes the reward is like free ticket XYZ for
Oh,
Robot
okay.
Wars. So it's
Pretty sick.
That's it.
That's like what's in Big Hero 6 with the
Yeah.
robots fighting. Big Hero 6 was sick as well.
It was a good
Yeah.
I've
movie.
not seen it.
No.
Mr. Bar.
What's your? Oh, that's
Well, no, I haven't seen some films. I haven't seen
I've missed
Frozen.
out.
I haven't seen Frozen 2 yet.
I've seen
Frozen
Frozen.
2 was mid. Bro.
I went to Frozen. I remember and I cried. Okay, because when she gets when the guy it wasn't even Hans game when he like stabs her in the back.
Oh,
like
spoilers,
not actually
bro,
stabs her,
spoilers.
but yeah.
I've never cried in a
Metaphorically.
movie.
I've never watched
no,
it.
never cried in the movie.
that brought tears to my eyes.
Have you ever watched Frozen?
Yeah, I watched it. The only movie I ever watched twice. That and No Way Home.
I respect.
So you've not watched Home Alone twice?
Oh,
that's
yeah,
different,
yeah, I
that's
haven't seen
different.
Home Alone.
That's-
I mean, like
Oh, yeah.
cinema experience.
Yeah.
Adi tells me a lot of films, and a lot of the time I just haven't seen them.
Yeah.
I can't. I'm not into anime. Can't get into it.
Anime,
Anime,
manga.
it's so hard.
Guys, okay, this is why you should watch anime.
It's literally a plague, man.
No, anime
It
is okay. Like I don't think
All the anime, I watched Hajime no Ippo because it was purely because
Yeah.
it was about boxing.
Okay.
I actually quite enjoyed that, to be fair. And then I watched like one episode of Attack on Titan for Adi, and then I just couldn't get on.
No, but that's okay. The thing is,
yeah, I know. It
what
doesn't-
happens? No. What happens is that if people force you to watch it, then it's very
You
high
have to-
chance
you
you
have
won't
to
like
stumble
it.
across it.
Exactly, you have to stumble across it. For me, it's like
It was too much effort having to go on those websites.
yeah, I know,
just
but
to-
you got to push through it. You can start with Netflix, watching on Netflix, and then because my one is JoJo's. When you see JoJo's, like when I do my form presentation on it, okay, actually you'll be
We heard that,
but
you were cheering on like Monday or Tuesday in your form or something, and we could hear it, so we had to close the door. We thought it was because of your presentation.
oh no, I
was it
haven't
not?
done it yet.
Monday-
That's like Easter's presentation.
No,
No, wait,
was
Monday,
it
we don't-
terrorists?
No, Monday we don't have presentation. We don't have a Tuesday, Thursday.
I think it was Tuesday then.
It might have been when.
Oh,
I don't know.
when we're doing off like form achievements.
Yeah, probably, probably, yeah. No, with anime, it's like I don't understand how people don't like it. Like, do you know what I mean? It's like another medium. Okay, it's like another medium. Okay, you watch like it's like people who don't watch it are just ignorant. Okay, not in like a bad way.
I'll
So you're
this.
like superior to us then because you watch
Basically,
anime.
yeah, basically.
I watched
does,
Spirited Away.
does anime have to be Japanese?
Doesn't have to be.
So Invincibles.
That's not.
No,
you
that's
don't call it
animated.
anime.
That's-
What defines an anime? What's the
I
I
think
think
that's
it has to be
criteria?
Japanese.
No, it doesn't have, you can have like Korean animes and Chinese animes, but it's like no one really watches that. It's like more the Japanese anime, and it's like, but stuff like Avatar: The Last Airbender isn't an anime,
No.
but it's like,
Are they
Well,
if you-
cartoons?
yeah, there's more cartoons, and it just happens to be set in like the Far East.
Animated show.
Yeah,
Oh, is it to do with like its demographic?
not really the demographic. It's more like it's to do like how it was like made. If it's made by an anime studio, it's an anime.
Oh, fair
Does it
enough.
have to be in a foreign language? I don't know
Not
any
really-
English.
Not really. You can
native.
get dubbed versions, but it's mostly all animes are made in Japanese and then Japanese public. But it's like really, it can be really like random. So for example, you know Lupin,
Yeah.
like you know that the show,
Yeah.
The French one.
yeah, the French one. There's an anime called Lupin the Third, which is all about this Lupin, which was made in like 1982, and it's been going, and it's like a really big thing in Italy. It's like one of like if you can see,
Italian anime.
if you can no,
Is
it's
it
not
like
Italian
Sherlock
anime.
Holmes?
What Lupin?
Yeah, I swear that's what
Nah, not really.
Oh.
Not really.
It's its own thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
do you, another good TV show, Sherlock, the one with Benedict Cumberbatch.
I've
Yeah,
never
that's
got
good.
into it. It's like
Nah,
they
that's
released
genuinely
one
really
season with 3 episodes like once every 2 years.
Yeah, no, I binge watched it. I think when
Yeah.
like lockdown.
Have you guys finished Money Heist?
I haven't
I
started.
don't
I've
know.
not
By
I've
then,
only seen
I
like
just couldn't
season-
be bothered to
I've only seen like
finish it.
season 1.
I like the first season. and
Did
then-
you watch it in Spanish or in
in
Oh,
Spanish?
I'm not sure. I think I just changed from time to time.
Oh,
When I
I
felt
watch it
like
with subtitles.
I have a question about it. Is Spirited Away an anime?
no, it's not really an anime.
Because it's produced by Disney, but it's in
I know.
affiliation with.
Yeah, so if you have like anime, you can have like anime films. You wouldn't really call it anime films, but like stuff like Studio Ghibli, which is like the big,
Yeah.
which make like Spirited Away. I know like Disney as
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
but yeah, you would call that.
What about Howl's Moving Castle?
Yeah, that is.
Okay, I need to watch. I'll watch it this weekend just for you. Okay.
Okay.
What's this?
Howl's Moving Castle. It's like
What's
it-
on?
these. No, well, Disney Plus or something.
I
It might be
don't
on
know.
Disney. Oh, like, you can probably watch on like Soap Today, but these are like really big like Japanese films in like Western culture.
Studio Ghibli is like that. You,
You would have seen it.
I'll show you some.
I've seen
characters.
a Studio Ghibli movie.
Which one?
It's to do with like, it's so long ago. It's like a boy and a girl, and I remember they were like flying,
Maybe
and there was
inspired.
like
Too generic.
Carry on.
like I don't know if it was like a floating island or something, or like a distant.
Oh,
like,
the one with the
thing.
dragon.
I'm not sure.
If
Mine-
you watched it, it's probably Spirited Away
Yeah.
because
Oh,
that's the big Disney one.
it's just a movie.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I might watch that.
You watch it. It's trippy, but it's good.
I think most series are better than films.
That's bold. That's
Nah.
very bold.
I prefer like a collection of films, like a trilogy or whatnot.
Yeah.
Like Kung Fu Panda.
Or what about with the Batman? How they're doing like movie and then spin-off series. Do you think that's a good kind of like?
Nah.
I don't think spin-offs work. What spin-off has actually worked?
Loki, maybe.
Yeah, maybe like.
I don't see how they make money off of that.
No, they're only because of it's on Disney Plus and they make.
What about Daredevil? Is that a spin-off series?
No.
It'll never be as big as the films, the Marvel
Yes,
films.
yes,
or-
true.
No, but to be fair, Loki was really big.
Moon Knight's gonna come out soon. That's gonna be so sick.
I think it's
It's
gonna
gonna
be.
be
Have you got
sick.
Disney Plus?
I think it's. I think it's
Watch
gonna
it,
be.
trust me.
What is it called?
Moon Knight. It's coming out like
What's
2 weeks
the
time.
night?
So do you know who Oscar Isaac is?
No.
He's.
Who's
Well,
that?
you know, Oscar Isaac.
He's, do you know Poe in
Am
Star
I
Wars?
stupid?
Who's Oscar Isaac?
He's like a
He's
really
an
famous
actor.
actor.
Have you seen June? He has
I'm
like
really
something
sure.
like that.
I watched the like 4, 5, and 6 of Star Wars and nothing
I've not
else.
seen any Star Wars.
Star Wars is.
This is Star Wars
beautiful.
number 7.
I love
Well,
all
he's-
Star
Even
Wars.
Fight-
Star Wars
fight-
is a
fight.
rip-off of June, man.
You know, 4 to
Realistically.
no. What is it? 1, 2, 3. They're not that good. 4, 5, 6. They're beautiful. 7. It's okay. 8 and 9. bit
Like,
better.
for me, it goes like this. I actually like 1, 2, and 3.
Yes,
I actually like.
yeah, 1, 2, and 3 are sick.
I didn't really like number 4. But I liked 5 and 6. I think number 4 was too slow for me.
Was for the first one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And then 7, 8, and 9 were.
Was
No,
it-
7 was
who's
really
he
good.
fighting?
7 was
for?
good.
Huh?
Who's he fighting for?
For I can't remember.
The guy comes back.
I like
with
the
Death
part-
Star. That's
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
he
yeah.
just. Oh no, I don't
No,
want
no,
to
no,
spoil
no.
that.
Are
Don't
you
really
serious?
spoil it as well.
I've seen it.
Star Wars been out since what, like 9
Have you watched Star Wars, Mr. Fun?
No, I've not seen Star Wars.
I'm glad I'm not the only
I've not
one.
seen Harry Potter.
8 and 9 is
I've never watched.
What?
I haven't properly watched the Harry Potter movies.
That's
like
cool.
I
Yeah,
remember
that's very cool.
when me and my brother were younger. Every year we used to read through the whole like series.
Yeah.
But like, I never just got around to
Why would
watching
you
them.
do that?
Have you read the
Is
book?
it-
No, no, so the books
What?
are so
Read the
good.
books.
Yeah, all of them.
No, because I want to watch it all in a go, but
No, don't do that. Don't watch it all in a go. It's like
From
just
what I
tie
know,
you,
it
it's
doesn't
just tie
like
you, yeah.
continue. Well, it continues.
it does
but
continue, but just
not
continue
in
by
that
age.
way.
You have to watch Deathly
Especially
Hallows
Emma
1 and 2
Watson.
together.
Yeah, yeah, definitely
Other
together.
than that,
But they're like 2.5 hours.
what
each.
about what's it called? Hunger Games.
I watched
The
the first one.
first one's
Nah,
good.
that's
second
mid,
one's
that's
terrible.
mid.
never read the last one.
That's a mid.
It's
That's very
bad.
mid. All right.
No, the idea behind it was so
No,
cool.
wait. The films or the books?
The film.
I haven't read
Oh no,
the
the film.
I don't
have the
read.
films.
I watched the what?
You guys read?
Yes.
No, I
Okay,
read.
okay. What's your favourite book?
Probably. Oh, go on.
No, you said, is it?
I'm either thinking. Oh, so many good books. Maybe the third June book.
There's so many books. There's no you've not. You've
No,
read
there's-
something
no,
which
there's-
isn't June.
Oh yeah. Okay. Recently, I read Fahrenheit. I'll tell you Fahrenheit 451. Oh, there's a book recent. It's like in a different kind of genre. It's called. I think it's Anita and Me.
Oh yeah, I've heard.
I really
yeah,
like
yeah.
that book. It's really cool.
What's
and
the book?
relatable.
I'm a non-fiction book.
Oh, what weird one, man.
Yeah, I like fiction books.
No, me.
I don't read fiction books.
No, I like a thousand
What
thousand
non-fiction,
history
like-
facts. That's my
What non-fiction books you read other than like Guinness World Records?
No, like Prisoners of Geography.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah,
about
like lifestyle
politics.
books.
Yeah.
Yeah, stuff that I read the Freakonomics stuff.
Atomic Habits.
I'm reading. No, I read This Is Gonna Hurt by Adam Kay, which
Oh, I've
I think
heard
about
it's,
that one.
it's more powerful than the film.
Is it?
Yeah, because he narrates all of it, and there's bits where he'll break off of the book or like his.
Yeah, no, that's what happens in the
Oh, is it?
series.
Oh, I've not seen the full series. And I'm reading The Compound Effect, stuff that I actually.
What's
ate.
that about?
It's about lifestyle. And
Yeah, which is actually real.
Yeah. I'm like June.
I defend fiction books. My favorite. I recently read They Both Die at the End. It's by Adam Severa. I'm trying to get back into reading because I know it's good for you. So I read.
I
this-
don't think I don't see any
I
benefits.
think reading's bad for
No, I think reading.
I like
is-
reading.
No,
No,
imagine
no.
how much knowledge you could literally learn anything from.
No, well, not from fiction.
No, for
Oh,
me,
okay,
I
well,
think
no,
the reason why
fiction. I think fiction helps your like creativity,
Yeah.
and you see different like styles. And at the end of the day, it's enjoyment. So if you enjoy it, you should do.
I think it has a bad impact on my life. I think the reason why I have such bad eyes is because I used to stay up all night. With like,
Oh, and
like a
read.
torch. I used to put a torch here, my duvet, and just read. I used to read like Harry Potter all the time.
And like 1D fanfics.
Yeah, I made the one
Oh.
two fanfics. I don't know my favorite book. It'll probably be something when I'm younger. I don't really
Cherub.
like. No, not Cherub.
Chip and Kipper.
Nah, not Biff and Chip. Biff and Chip books are good though. Don't get
Cherub
twisted.
was brazy, man. I remember when I used to read that as a kid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Cherub turns dark halfway through.
Yeah, they'll just be so random. They'll be like 15-year-old kids, and then they just get sent off to like Ukraine to, like, to capture like some secret mission. Like, it's really
I've
weird.
never gone to Cherub.
What
Never
do you
got
think
into-
about like people going to fight off in Ukraine?
Like, what do you mean?
I saw there's like a football hooligan group, and then they basically they're quite young men comparatively. They're like 30s, some creeping into their 40s, and then they basically went to the Ukraine embassy, and then they were like, oh, we wanna fight, and then they got assessed and they got told that there would be too much of a
Liability.
Yeah, liability, and then they just got
Oh.
they got declined. And there was another guy from the UK. He went because he was a volunteer. He literally knew nothing, so he was like really behind the people he was working
Yeah.
with. And then he came back as well because he said he wasn't really. He was more of a burden to his like troops. or
What,
whatever.
because of his ability or because of like the language barrier?
That language barrier, one, it's like a new environment. Like,
Yeah.
imagine how cold it is.
Yeah,
If you're
yeah.
not a local, you won't be used
Yeah.
to it. And then do your expertise. Like if you don't
Yeah.
know anything, it's easier if you're a Ukrainian volunteer because
Yeah.
at least you're used to the place.
Yeah.
There's also like, if you do football hooligans, you don't know if they're actually going to be taking it seriously, even when it's a life and death situation. Whereas with Ukrainians, they're fighting for their country. They're very patriotic.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, like, even in like other wars, like they'll be from another country.
Mm.
Like, obviously, like you don't know if they're gonna, I don't know, just turn around and shoot everyone. But like, no, as in, like, if you've been captured, I don't know, if you're
Yeah.
like like from India, and you're fighting for the British Army, and the British Army have like oppressed you, and even though you're fighting for them, like there's no guarantee that you just turn around and shoot the British.
So where's your commitment?
Exactly.
Where does it lie?
So I don't think like the Ukrainian government is thinking, or like the Ukrainian military is thinking, oh, this guy's British, he's gonna sabotage us or something.
There's some good like films based off of wars and stuff. What's that one which was made to look like one take?
Oh,
1917.
1917. Yeah.
I love war films. They're
Yeah,
like
same.
they're my favorite genre.
Fury is really good.
Fury.
Oh, the one with Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
Haven't watched 1917.
There's also the one with Tom Hanks.
Saving Private.
Yeah,
Saving Private Ryan.
My favorite one is Jojo Rabbit. Like,
I actually heard good things about.
that is based on World War II. And it's like it's legit.
Oh,
it's legit.
no, I know what you're talking about. The one, yeah. It's got.
Is that
his
his-
name? Taika.
Yeah, the guy directed.
Did that one have Scarlett Johansson?
Yeah, it did.
I haven't
And it's
watched
basically about this guy, like this boy. He's like imaginary best friend is Hitler.
What?
Yeah.
No, I've heard good things about
Yeah,
it.
it's actually really good. And it just
Surprised.
like it just shows like it's not directly like fighting and conflict, but it's like showing like the mind of the
I think
civilians.
everyone should read non-fiction as well. I think fiction has a big place.
Okay, to our listeners, if you were to recommend one non-fiction book, what would it be?
Atomic Habits, 100%.
Yeah.
Because I think I think with these books, yeah, if you read a non-fiction book, you shouldn't read it and think like this is gonna solve all my problems. You should just read it like you'd read a fiction book, and then like you'll realize like there's just a few like lessons or like a few reminders.
Yeah.
And then once you see like those small things change like in the way that like you go about your daily life, then that like spurs you on to read more. If that makes sense.
Give us a brief synopsis of Atomic Habits.
Okay, so Atomic Habits is written by James Clear. So his whole backstory is he was like 16 and then he got hit in the head with a baseball bat or like a baseball. And then he basically had to like relearn how to do a bunch of different things. So the way he was going about learning new skills, it was like a really pragmatic way. Because for us, it'd be different to him because he's learning a lot of things from step one. And then it's kind of like a guidebook of different ways to commit yourself to things and like learn new skills. And then it comes with like loads of diagrams and like notes that he's taken. So it's something of like a diary entry mixed with a lot of things that you can take from it. And then, like I said, if you take a few lessons from it, then it can be quite helpful.
Is it based on a true story?
Yeah, so the first the introduction to it is like him saying how he came about learning loads of these lessons. But then like the latter is, a lot of it's very like, this scientific study suggests this, and this is how I used it, and this is how you can use it, things like that.
What kind of stuff did you have to relearn?
Like fundamental stuff.
Yeah, it's not really like his backstory is not like he's not the guy who had to relearn everything sort of. It's just part of his life. Does that make sense?
Okay, fair enough.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's just something the part of
A
his
really
life.
good non-fiction book that I actually read. I think I read it in lockdown. Was the Barack Obama like autobiography? I don't. Is this non-fiction?
Yeah.
So I want to make sure.
So distorted.
I want to make sure because the thing is like obviously I don't really like reading non-fiction because
Yeah,
I
it
feel
can
like
come
it's
across
just,
as boring.
boring. But then I was reading this book like I didn't actually like decide to buy the book. Like, we already had the book because my mum was reading it, and I picked it up and I just like flicking through the thing, like obviously flip around the book and read it.
Yeah.
And then like the thing which appealed to me is that I thought it would just be like some boring like details of his life.
Yeah.
Okay. But then what really appealed to me is like there's loads of like pictures and like listen.
Pictures. That was a great place to pause.
There's loads of like there's loads of pictures and like diagrams and like loads of
Like real life stuff.
real life stuff, but it's also like going through everything that he was thinking. So
That
I
is
thought,
pretty cool.
Yeah, I thought it would be just like, I know, on this day I did this, on this day I did this. But it was like a certain event, so it wasn't really like, it was chronological, but it was just like certain events of his life and how that changed him as a person and like the stuff that he learned from it and like what he'll do better. And I think that's something like also like a lot of people can do. Like I think we should start doing it as well. It's like journaling. I know, like obviously I was that guy like who journals? Like, that sounds so lame. But no, I think it's like he said that he used to like throughout his whole presidential campaign and before that he would just write a lot of like write his thoughts on the day. So for example, if something happened like an interaction at someone like a coffee shop, he'll write like that interaction and write what he could do better in that interaction. So, for example, if someone dropped their coffee, what he would do better, instead of just helping them see if they're okay. So you just write all those
Drink
things.
it up.
Yeah. You just write different things, and you just write them down, and having those thoughts. So if like a similar situation came up, something that he could do better, and I think that's something that we should all do. Like,
And
just
when
write.
you read that, you didn't open the book thinking, what can I take from it?
No. I was just reading it.
Yeah, that's what that's like the best bits of reading a book,
Yeah.
when you just stumble across it naturally.
Exactly, because I think what people are put off by non-fiction, like, especially for me, like I'm reading and I'm like, oh, it's like you have to learn.
Yeah, when
Do
you're
you know what I mean?
expecting expecting too much.
You have to learn like these facts and statistics. But with a fiction book,
Yeah.
it's like a story.
It's like what
something
comes to you
it's
at
like you
the time.
explore, and I think that's the same with this Barack Obama autobiography that I read. Something that you can explore, and eventually at the end of the book you'll be like, oh, I learned this.
That journaling thing's interesting. There's 3 books I've read which mention journaling: The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy, Storyworthy by Matthew Dix, and 4-Hour Workweek by Tim Ferriss. So the most interesting one is probably Storyworthy. So the guy Matthew Dix, what he does is, so he's like a storyteller. Like, I don't know how to explain it. That's his job. He'll go around and he'll tell stories, and then so he'll obsessively. So anything that happens in his day, he'll obsessively write it down. He'll write down every detail, and then over time, when he comes across like these stories which are more interesting, he'll know like he'll write one really interesting thing from his day, and then his job then became, he had like his massive bank of stories that he could tell, and then he combined that with his public speaking ability, and then he'd like go to big cities to like big lectures to like these big CEOs, and the entertainment would be he would just take these small stories and like tell them to people, and he managed to make a livelihood out of that. So that kind of like links to the whole journaling thing you were talking about.
Yeah.
Do you know who else journals?
Who?
Batman.
Batman.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
okay.
like
Full
Batman.
circle.
Yeah. He says, they think I hide in the shadows, but I am the shadows.
Oh,
And he
okay.
beats them up. It's
Yeah.
pretty sick. I might start journaling.
He is vengeance.
He is vengeance.
You'll start journaling just for Batman.
Just
Yeah,
for Batman,
exactly,
just
yeah.
write down.
One day you'll become Batman.
Exactly.
Alright, well, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this episode, even without Ali, and see you next week. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.